I actually came to a game 18 months ago. You know, as I said earlier, we've been on plenty of vacations over there to visit my son, and we got acquaintances, myself and Zoran, who knew each other, and I got invited to the game against Red Bull and really enjoyed the game. Charlotte were winners on the day 2-0, and it was a great atmosphere. You know, you could tell it was a community-driven club, you know, with the supporters, and I think that warmth and that feel never left me. So to answer your question, when the role came up, I was approached to see if I would be interested in the role, and I then done my due diligence and just spoke to my family, as I always do, and we felt that this could be a really good opportunity.
Who's a badass? She's a badass. Who's a badass? She's a badass.
Hey Dino, what's up, man? Welcome to Charlotte, dude. Man, we love you. Can't wait to see what you do on the pitch. Hopefully it won't be what Villa did to my Spurs, but you know, that's a whole nother story. But welcome to Charlotte. Man, we get some tea, maybe some crumpets, man, do an old English breakfast or something, man. Just hit us up. Love an interview.
Blood sausage.
Charlotte FC 3, Toronto FC 2. For the fans, by the fans, damn it! Vamos!
Oh, get off Capetti's nutsack! I told you, get off his nuts! Capetti is a baller, insect. Just saying.
That big apple was a golden delicious, baby. Let's go!
Atlanta, we go over there. We killing you.
Wants to marry me, you can.
Hey, big dubs, big dubs. Hey,
What'd you think of the game?
what did I think of the game?
Yeah, tell
I
us
thought
to me.
you were amazing. Hey, he doesn't get enough credit.
I do not get enough credit.
He's fucking amazing.
I am
on
amazing.
TV.
Yeah.
TJ, I'm gonna have to hire you for photography. And ain't no TJ, it's JT.
You changed the name, man.
It's fun. It's boot room, aka where all the cleats are. And it's not the airflow in here is really good. It smells really good. If they want to stretch their stuff out, get their workout on, bam.
We love Christian, Kalina.
I don't know. What can March do better?
Kalina is absolutely top notch. We're
Top
so
notch.
proud of him. We love him in Charlotte. Yeah, he did a great job.
Like when you go on Kalina's website, you give them like a 5-star Yelp review.
100% every time.
Damn, I ain't got no interview or nothing. Anyway, over here at Queen City.
CLTFC fans, by the fans, damn it. Hey, George. I got it. Is it CLTFC Fan TV for the fans, by the fans? Damn it.
What's up? What's up?
What
What's
is
up? Halfway point. Halfway point.
Damn,
Hey,
JT, you
everybody,
sound rough, man.
This is CLT. My voice a little messed up. I got one of those summer colds, man. But guess what? I took some meds. I'm hopped up on the goofballs. Anyway, welcome to CLTFC Fan TV for the fans by the fans. Damn it. I'm JT. That's my partner, Lee.
What
Hey,
up?
our boy. Hey, this is like deja vu, man. Must be a lot going on. Jorge here. We took a break last week, because we're going to take a break too. But we're back. We're stoked. I'm ready to talk about Atlanta. Let's go.
Man, we got all kinds of things to talk about. But for real, though, I was thinking about this while the intro was playing, man. We might have to take that Capetti thing out.
Yeah,
I love it.
I just love it the way he's saying it, man. I
Bro,
know
it sounds like get off his nuts.
it's funny.
When we beat Miami, or was that the Champagne night? I can't remember.
The best
I mean,
is that all those
he
Atlanta
scored-
those
He
Atlanta
scored so few
last
goals, it shouldn't be hard to find which one it was.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But yeah, and then Patrick, man, Kalina is the beast. I've eaten crow on this all season, and I've actually said it on multiple occasions that I am definitely on the Kalina bus. So Kalina, if you watch this show, man, again, I apologize for doubting you, man. So appreciate all those Kalina sheets.
What do you mean if? Of course he watches, man.
Of course he watches us, right, man? Yeah, and I don't know, man. Atlanta got water now. I noticed you capitalized that L,
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, taking that L. What else has been going on, man? Yeah, what's up? What up? Mrs. Defender Queen. So, yes, all kinds of stuff. What up, boys? Alan, man, I will bring your cape Saturday if you're going to be at the game, man. I still owe you that. I promise you I'll get that to you.
Okay.
What else? I don't know. Before we start, go ahead.
I
Iceland
just
lost
I
to
listen to
England.
20. I thought it was 20 quick. Anyway.
What'd you say, Jorge?
I said Iceland beat England. That's something.
Yeah, but I mean, is Honduras even in any competitions this year?
Listen, we just beat Bermuda 6-1. We're unstoppable right now.
Yeah, that's right. Anyways, we talked about that last night. England for the Euros and America, but both of my citizenships are going to win these tournaments, man. So what's up? So before we start getting into all the shit with Charlotte and FC and all that, let's talk about the stadium stuff. Like, there's all this stuff going on, right? And all that, right? All these, I guess, renovations and upgrades and all that, but none of them still really helps the Charlotte FC side, man, in my opinion. Have you guys kept up with it at all?
Not as much. I mean, I've read a little bit about it, and I think they're seeking like a they want to hold a public forum too, right? For the stadium renovation.
It's got to
It's got to go through the county
Gotta
city
vote.
the county council. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
City council.
There's the city council, then there's the county, whatever. But the basic point is $650 million coming from the tourism taxes in Mecklenburg County. And those have already been allotted to either go to the convention center or to Bank of America Stadium. And to your question, Lee, I think us continuing to be at a stadium that can hold 70,000 people, that's a good thing. So
Yeah, it is.
that's the biggest point that I do want to make to anyone out there is this.
And that's a
Damn,
great.
what a point.
has to be used for any supports the convention center or Bank of America Stadium.
Well, you know what though, man? You froze up when you was making that point, so you might need to try again. Seriously,
the tax
we
is.
can hear you.
Oh man. Anyway, the tax money that's coming out, the $650 million hat is earmarked already, has to be used for Bank of America Stadium, and it comes from drinks, restaurant fees, and hotel fees. And like different counties in North Carolina try to, like Asheville, they try to use their tourism money to build like more parks or something. All them hippies want to run around on bikes and all that kind of stuff. And they now have to pay the state back. You can't do it. You have to use this money for a certain thing. So don't think it can go to teachers or all that other stuff. And it would be great if it could. But because of the legislature in North Carolina, that money for tourism tax here in Mecklenburg County has to go into Bank of America Stadium or the convention center, which they updated over COVID, or amateur sports. I don't know why that's lumped in there. And then there's another chunk of that goes to the Spectrum Center and some other in Memorial Stadium. But that's another chunk.
Look, I'm with Edward though, man. I think we just want the retractable roof. I mean, I just moved back into Mecklenburg County, so I feel like I got something I could throw in on this.
I just want a big shade on the supporters side.
Would be nice,
We
right?
just need one shade, man. Hey, Tepper, baby, DT, baby. Listen, you just gotta hang something up, man, like a big tarp, like a big sun thing, man.
Especially when we're sitting there, man. That's about 7:15. That sun will be.
Oh my gosh, in the summertime. Hey, if anyone's Panther fans out there, y'all ain't felt nothing till mid-July.
The same to you. Yeah, July, August, man.
Yeah, they're complaining about September heat. No, dog.
Man. Yeah. They should use some of that money to lower the glizzies. Some of the food is expensive in there.
Yes. Well, anything, lower the beer, whatever.
I mean, you know they're gonna do something nicer for the Charlotte FC locker room and stuff, but I don't know.
Well, as much crap as we give Atlanta United and Mercedes-Benz, the food pricing is reasonable there.
It is, but you know what though, man? I think the food prices might be going up because they had some budget cuts where they turned off the whole city's water, man. It was terrible. Yeah. But yeah, talking about Atlanta, man, what a fun trip that was, man. Y'all missed out. Who all? Let me know in the
stories. I want stories.
What do you want to know, man? We went down there. They had no water. We come in, man. Own goal decides he's going to show up.
I got a question for you. I listened to Bronico's interview with Willie P. Through his podcast with Jess Crown Corner, I think it's called. Check it out. But they were talking about when everyone was walking along the sidewalk, the team bus came through, right?
Yeah.
How cool was that, man? They said just starting out because Brant said that he was telling the players, like, listen, Atlanta, the new guys, Atlanta is our biggest rival. We have to win this game. They're like, yeah, whatever. And then when they saw the fans show up, they're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, Austin's definitely going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, we all
looking tonight, bro.
I know. JT coming out with all the facts, man.
Real.
Man, it's just that
you need to be sick more often, man.
It's that cold medicine. Yeah. Listen, no. I'm drinking the emergency instead of a cold beer, man. It just changes everything.
Who's cold with it?
The man said, I can concentrate now. Yeah, maybe that's what we need to drink at halftime, man, so I can ask better questions when I do those fan-ins.
Well, shit, what did Dean say to them at halftime? Those boys came out ready to play, running on the field.
That was all on goal. I think on goal stepped up, man. He said, you know what, fellas, man, I'm back. I'm feeling good about myself, man. It's like the 12th man almost. And, we fucking took it to Atlanta, man.
What kind of bullshit is that, though, that they don't have a camera angle or whatever tech they have in Europe? But even the camera angle, it's like you can't Apple, whoever, you can't get one little itty bitty camera that's like directly pointed on the line. It's got to be all these angles from so far away and shit.
Yeah.
And it's cool, though.
Hey, man, but you know what? Well, that's the thing, right? Yeah. I mean, goal line technology, MLS doesn't use that, right? So,
but I'm just saying, even a camera, that's what pissed me off. All the angles. I mean, it's not that hard to put a little camera right there along looking straight down the line.
Yeah, but they already use goal line technology. They could throw that in easily.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're saying it's too expensive. So.
Too expensive. Yeah, but anyways, we're not going to talk. Too expensive. They charge Tepper how much for a franchise, man?
Listen, bro, I don't make the rules. I just report on them.
Yeah.
Did he pay $330 for the franchrise? Like $300?
$325. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They could throw a little chip inside the ball like they do pretty much everywhere else in the world, right?
Listen, it's as simple as when a girl tells her best friend about a guy. If he wanted to, he would. If MLS wanted to, they would.
So why don't they? Besides that, she's just too much to handle, and he don't want to get married to a chip.
Because he wants to keep more of the money to himself, dog. That's what.
Yeah, lesson learned there. Let me tell you. Anyways, we won't go down that path tonight. Yeah, we're getting way off topic. Yeah, Atlanta was a lot of fun, man. Atlanta was a lot of fun.
Only in MLS can you say a close game is freaking 4.5 hours away from Charlotte to Atlanta?
I mean, that's it. Shout out to the club and the shout out to Ally Bank, a sponsor for Charlotte FC, right, for getting those buses lined up and shipping us down to Atlanta and back, man. So much appreciated and much love there.
Hey, what was the snoring level like on the ride back?
On the ride back, it wasn't that bad.
Well, most people were partied out, right? Most people were crashing.
Yeah, I mean, some of us took power naps and that sort of thing because Monday morning, boy, trying to get ready for work.
Oh my God, right? I forgot.
Yeah. I think I left out at 7 a.m. Like left the parking lot at 7 a.m. and I didn't get home probably until like 1:30, 2 o'clock, I think. So it was a long day, man. So it was a lot of fun. If you haven't been, I recommend you going, man. And it is. And if Atlanta doesn't do it on the leg over this way for their fans, man, then I'm gonna just troll them with their L's all over the place because I think they should do that for Atlanta fans.
Hey,
so you got home at 7 and then you just went straight to work?
No, I'm saying I left at 7 a.m. Sunday morning and got home about 2-ish in the morning on Sunday or Monday. And then, thankfully I worked from home, so it wasn't too bad.
You pulled like almost 20 hours. Hey, did anyone talk any shit? Because honestly, the only time I can remember of any opposite fans talking trash to us outside doing the fan reactions were Atlanta fans. I mean, people talk a little smack, but it's all in good, lightheartedness.
No, they weren't. I mean, the Atlanta fans I was trolling, they were in good spirits. I mean, the ones they weren't really talking shit. They were probably taking shits because their water was bad, But anyways, right? It was just a fun day. Atlanta's a good trip. If you haven't been, I highly recommend it. And for all of us to be in unison and sing the songs and all that other stuff. And just really had a really good time, man. So, yeah, thank you again to Charlotte FC and Ally Bank for the buses. But, yeah, I thought Bronico had a great game that second half, man. I think he came out balling. Abada got 2, right? It was just a good thing. Jorge, what do you think of the game?
This is me. The Abada. My boy, guy. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I think we touched on it on our show last night. Where if you're gonna be a DP, there has to be games and moments when you make a difference. Yeah. And Abada did that for us in the biggest game for Charlotte, right? So I mean, this guy's got 6 or 7 games, and he's already joint top goal scorer with Patrick Ajiman this season, right? I mean, that first goal, amazing, right? Outside the box, great goal, and the second one was something that we talked about when we first signed Leo Abada. Is like he knows how to be in good positions. And that's exactly what he did. He was in a great position to finish that great ball that Brent Bronico passed to him, right? Yeah. And so this is the things that we demand from DP players, right? If you're a winger or striker, goals and assists, you got to they live off of that, especially if you're a player that's paid more to make the difference. And he made the difference that weekend. Right. And I also think, there's certain things, right? Like he just got engaged, he's not unsettled anymore in an environment where, there was political unrest with, Celtic and him being there. So he's got a clear mind, is engaged, is motivated in it. And this is the type of Leo Abada we need right now. So
100%. How much fun, like you touched on it, how nice is it to see a shot outside the box not go into the 300 level?
It's great. To be fair, when Westy and Aronin are on free kicks, they get pretty close.
You know who I was referring to, man. But yeah, it's good to see some shots outside the box. We've been screaming it, I think, for the entire since the franchise started.
And supposedly he said, he didn't have anyone to go to, so fuck it, take the shot.
Take the shot.
And it was so beautiful. Oh my God. That was like, you tell me, y'all watch a lot more international soccer. I mean, that shot, that first goal, what's it like compared to the world-class guys? To me, that seemed like such a beautiful shot. The pace, what do you all call them when they're screeching along the ground?
Worldies.
Daisy cutter or something?
What?
Obviously, like he's got the skill set. it's in him. I mean, like Lee referenced. I mean, we see some players that get in great positions and they just sky the ball, right?
Yeah. It's like they panicked
It
that
takes
last
technique, it takes a level of ability to be able to do that. And
Just
that's
take
why
the
the guy, for Charlotte paid $8 million to bring a guy like him here.
Yeah. Talking about prices of players, man. You broke some news the other day that the Fulham America fans are all jumping all over, man. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, last week I got some intel, right, from a couple of different sources that, Charlotte is very close to signing U.S. men's national team defender Tim Ream, which to me is a huge signing in terms of experience, in terms of a name, right? Obviously, I don't think that's the dire need right now in a position that, Malanda and Privet have been phenomenal this season, right? Our backline in general has done great. Kalina's been great, right? But I think adding that level of experience, right, is important, right? Because, I mean, I think, Lee, you mentioned it before, Taloma really hasn't lived up to the level that we expected him to be, right? And so we're going to need a guy like Tim Ream for who knows, maybe a player gets hurt, right? And he needs to slide into that Malanda and Privet role.
Is this for depth, you think? Or because we're getting rid of Malanda?
I think it's a little bit of everything. I don't think so. From my understanding, Malanda won't go this window, right? But there's an opportunity, right? I mean, there's already clubs in Europe watching him. That's a given, right? And so I think if there's an attractive enough offer for Charlotte, I'd probably say 6-7 million, which I think the MLS defender record is around that. Somebody.
Well, I mean, the club you said, right, when they started, they were going to buy the players, develop them, and sell them on, right? So we wasn't going to be the.
So Malanda's leaving?
No.
But what we're saying is he's so good that if he gets if there's an attractive enough offer for Charlotte, they have to consider it. And the guy's 22. I mean, he's gonna want a bigger move at some point, right? Because he's got the level and the quality to play at that level. Now, so I don't see it happening this window, but there's potential that it could happen heading into next season.
But it's no kind of with MLS. Can you loan players out? What's the rules between all the different international leagues and stuff?
So the European transfer window opens, I mean, depending on what country it is, right? And for the summer, right now, this is the biggest window, right? For MLS, this is a secondary window. So quote unquote, it's not the biggest window for them. But technically, a club in Europe can make an offer for Malanda, right? And say, hey, Charlotte, here's $5 million. We want to buy this player. And if Charlotte want to sell, they can sell.
But that'd be a clean cut. He's your player from no ties to us whatsoever once that's done.
Yeah, and that opens July 1st and closes August 30th for most of Europe. So do you know, like, what kind of deal is TAM? Is that what we're thinking?
Most likely.
Yeah,
he's definitely not coming in as a DP.
Does he come in to start?
That's a really good question. I think
we leave well enough alone, man.
Here's the thing, though. Like, one of the things that Dean mentioned was wanting a left-footed center back, and that's what Tim is. And I also think if you're Tim Ream and you're in your you're probably 2 good years left at the highest level. Who knows, for defender it could be more, right? He's gonna want to play, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
everybody wants to play if you're a player, right?
I mean, he's going quote unquote down a level from Prem to MLS, right? And in these last 2 years, I would assume that he wants to play. Obviously still in contention for a U.S. men's national team spot. He just started for them against Colombia, right? So, I mean, there's no world that I see right now where he's like, you know what, let me go be a bench player at Charlotte.
Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, right? I mean, we've talked about this on enough various times, Jorge, right? Since you announced it, but nothing else. It'd be good to have that sort of experience in the locker room, right? Again, depth as we push on for the last half of the season or the second half of the season. But
do we know if he has any ties to this area, or where is he from originally?
He's from St. Louis. So Brian did an interview with him last year, and people, I don't know if this is like official.
I'm sorry, Jorge. Around here, we know Brian as Bam. So Bam did an interview.
Bam. Yeah, he did an interview with him, and he mentioned that, not he mentioned, but apparently, I don't know if this is like official or unofficial, but apparently St. Louis hold his discovery rights. I don't know if that's accurate
I
or
have no
not.
idea. They don't list that out, right? They don't list that out for us fans to kind of mosey over and take a look.
No, but I mean, it was expected from the St. Louis perspective that he would end up there, right? At least from the fans' perspective.
Yeah. No, yeah, they are pissed, man. So that's it, man. But yeah, so breaking news there, Jorge, man, that's a good scoop. So, you know, all your haters going to be laughing at you if it doesn't pull through. But, you know.
Listen, whether they are laughing or happy or mad, they're still watching. That's all.
That's right. Ooh, boom.
Oh, man.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. So this is a good question. Would do you think we would move Privet to defensive center midfield?
Privet!
No, I don't think so.
No. What's up, Coach? He's on vacation. So yeah, the three of the coolest dudes I know. Well, tell those three guys we say hello.
Tell those dudes what's up.
Yeah, have them subscribe for us, man. So yeah, I didn't watch the U.S. game, man, to this, and it sounded like it was just a shit show, right? So,
well, listen, players tend, you know, what is it like? Our forward players tend to miss 1v1s, and that breaks them into Charlotte. Maybe our defensive players just make a terrible mistake for a goal. So, right, let that little curse or whatever happen on the men's national team, and then he comes back fresh to Charlotte.
Yeah, well, definitely don't bring that mess to Charlotte, man. The back line and the is about one of the better things we got going this season for sure. So, yeah, man. I don't know. Do we think Privet misses that midfield role? I don't think so.
I mean,
he's played almost 1.5 seasons now, right, of playing center back. So, and he's doing a solid job, man.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. I mean, he's a player that's understanding his position now better, right? I mean, we got a chance to interview him early on in the season, and he mentioned that under Latanza, you know, he was playing this hybrid center back, you know, midfield role, and now he's focused on one thing. Like, Dean has simplified something, and he's excelled at it. It's one of the biggest reasons that he was his contract was renewed, because they believe in him long term. Andrew Privet is one of those players that, you know, we could potentially see for Charlotte for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I'm all for it, man. I'm a big fan of his. So, yeah. So what else we got to talk about, man? We're 5th in the league. You know, we got you know, some results went our way this weekend, right?
Hey, y'all need. When is it? The voting for All Pro or whatever it is for Kalina to get
All Stars on now, man. You need to go vote.
I think it ended yesterday.
Oh, did it end?
Yeah. I got my vote in, man. I swear, if Melanda or if Kalina doesn't make it, man, I'm telling you, it pisses me off though how much it is rigged. As much of a popularity contest it seems to be. So, you know. So, yeah, man. Any news on the Carroll situation? The last I heard, he was only going to be out for a couple of days or something. It wasn't as bad as initially thought, and should be back with Poland and heading to Europe. So,
yeah. So I don't think we're gonna get anything clear on Swiderski till after the Euros or till after, you know, Poland's eliminated if they don't make it to the final and win, right?
They won't win because England's going to win.
Yeah, so I mean, from the perspective that it is now, and I think I mentioned on your show a couple of weeks ago, is that, you know, like, I mean, obviously he's exploring his options. He's not closing the door on Charlotte, but I think Charlotte has already closed the door on him, right? So
yeah. I'm so confused, and I wish I could get some clarification. Like, does he count as a DP spot against us right now, right? Because I'm sure if that's the case, it kind of affects how you know, what we're looking at in regards to players and which positions we really want to fill, right? And,
so technically, you know, his contract with his loan contract isn't over till July 1st. So as of now, you know, he's not on the Charlotte books, right? So I'm assuming in these next 2-3 weeks, they have to find that solution.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I was going to post that last, JT. So
I wanted, because I got to talk about it too. Anyway,
yeah, we can talk about it at the end.
Right? You mark it. We'll talk about it. It's like my number, Coach. It's number 2 on my list. It's number 2 on my list.
You know what's funny though? What I would like to know is, like, somebody's BSing about Carroll's contract, right? Because everybody that I've talked to seems to think it was that they were, if they stayed up, they were obligated to purchase them. And, they're saying, no, that's not right. So,
well, listen, we're going to find that out here no later than July 1st, right? If he comes back to Charlotte or they negotiate with another team, we'll know that that's BS. But I mean, that's stuff that's coming out,
fair.
Right.
Players, though, even out of contract, do sort of still train with other teams, right? Until they get another contract. But I guess
technically he's a Charlotte FC player. So Charlotte has the option of saying, okay, you're coming to train with us. Or they separate you and say, hey, you got to do your own training until, we figure out your situation.
But I tell you what, though, I wouldn't be mad if he came back to Charlotte, man. If he came back and was our starting 9, man, I wouldn't be mad.
Our top scorers have 3 goals. Patrick Agyemang and Liel Abada have 3 goals. You're telling me a striker who has double-digit goals seasons back-to-back in pretty mid teams for 2 years, not playing the 9 striker more often than not.
Yeah.
You're telling me we can't use him? You're telling me that what's going to really determine whether Charlotte finish 5th or 6th or 8th or 9th this season is our ability to make some solid moves this transfer window, albeit a striker that comes in here and starts scoring for us, or even more important, that attacking midfielder that can get that forward line cooking.
Yeah, we definitely need an attacking midfielder, I think, right? But yeah, I would be more than happy for Carroll to come back to Charlotte. He's comfortable here in Charlotte, or he's been here, right? So, it would just be between the both of y'all, man. But yeah, so
FC TV tonight brought to you by Emergency.
Carroll back. If everything fell through, would you be okay with Carroll coming back? Would you get behind him and support him, or would you be like,
hey, it'd be a little weird, but
piss off?
Why would you?
Listen, sometimes you have to have a marriage of convenience, right? If Charlotte can't move him on, you say to him, listen, we'll work something out, right? Obviously, we want X amount of money for you. If we don't get it, you're staying till the end of the season. You're familiar with Charlotte. You know what you're going to do here. Let's try to get your value up, right? And so I think a lot of it, too, is going to depend on what type – like, if he can have a solid Euro – play, right? Obviously he scored, right, which is great, right? And then he got hurt. But if he can have a solid Euro where he bangs a couple of goals and looks a solid player, right? Teams are going to be he's a quality player at the end of the day.
Yeah, so to this point right here, how long has he been out of the country? Do we know? Has it been more than 6 months?
I mean, if he his transfer went on deadline day, which was what, January 31st?
Yeah.
So say he got to Europe February 1st. So it'll be 6 months, July 1st.
Because trying to remember back on my green card days, man, it was like you couldn't go out of the country for more than 6 months or something before you had to like reapply or you lost something. So just kind of curious if he swung back through, at least got his passport stamped, right? To kind of restart that 6 month
count.
Grab
yourself a biscuit.
Yeah. From Bojangles there. But yeah, man. So Orlando, man, with the stadium, Swiderski, he can't get back before the 6 month window. There you go. Yes. Yep. America. But yeah, so we got DC United this weekend. A lot of teams are starting to have their players ship off for various competitions throughout the world, right? And Jorge, we talked about this last night on your show a little bit too, man, where basically had nobody ship off. And, so
listen, the long-term game is finding players in obscure countries or players that get drafted, right? So that in moments like this, we don't really have people leaving.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the front office masterclass right there.
Go Zorn. All you Zorn haters, man.
Right. If you look, right, Messi and Suarez will be out for the Inter Miami game. Yeah. Right? I think Gazdag got called up to Hungary for the Euros, right?
Hey, that's
for Orlando City, who we play next week, got called. So I mean, there's a lot of like good players, right, that are important to teams that won't be in a certain stretch for Charlotte during Copa America and Euros. That won't be playing against Charlotte. So that benefits us. And if there's a time where we need weaker squads to face when we need players as well, it's right now.
That's right, man. That's right.
Hey, yeah, that's some big brain moves, man. That's a Bobby Balea right there, doing some kind of crazy, bringing that Ivy School brain to it. He's like, Z, you take care of that. I'm gonna handle this. Yeah, BB, we see what you're doing. We see what you're doing, BB.
Yeah.
I don't think
JT, man, you
that's
sound like
really
your
how it
voice
works.
is breaking like you're going through puberty or something, man.
I'm
It's
telling you, man.
quite funny.
It's all I got. It's all I got. I'm bringing it to the table. Let's go.
Yeah. Shit, man. There's been so much going on, even though the team was off. I mean, Jorge, you spent the whole week in Cary, man, with that TST tournament, man. You want to touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, man. I mean, for those that don't really know, TST is a 7v7 tournament that's held in Cary. This was the second year, right? Where,
Yeah.
this year they had 48 men's team and 8 women's team, I believe. And,
Women played against the men as well?
No, last year they didn't. It wasn't good, They were getting cooked. Anyway,
Yeah.
so they separated it this year, right? 48 teams. Amazing tournament, I mean, you've got the likes of Nani out there, Kun Aguero, right? For all the soccer heads, you got legends like Materazzi out there, right?
But
World
it's
Cup winner. And then you have the American people, like the American guys in Pat McAfee, JJ Watt, Chris Paul's one of the owners of the tournament. So it's got a little mix for all of it, right? There's a lot of influencers, a lot of YouTube creators, right? So I mean, all in all, it's like a music festival for soccer heads. There's games going on all around. So we had a great time. We've got a chance to interview guys like Nani, a couple of Honduran players, right? I mean, it was really cool, and
I think next year
it was just it was a great time all around.
Yeah, McAfee did his show, his live show, which is the biggest thing going these days, sports media wise. From there the whole time, man. That's cool though. They can make up the team, whoever. And the only reason I gave down to Chris Paul is because Chris Paul hit Julius Hodge in the nuts when they're playing basketball. When Chris Paul played basketball for Wake Forest and Julius Hodge played for NC State, he took a cheap shot and punched him in the nuts. And I'll never forgive you for that, Chris Paul. It's bullshit.
And I don't know, man. We should take a vote. JT in that emergency every week.
Listen, Chris Paul was chilling in front of us, sitting down, watching a game. So if you go next year, Lee, JT, make sure you say that to him.
Yeah, I will.
I'll say it to him. I'll say it to him. I said, Chris Paul, you hit Julius Hodge in the nuts. That was bullshit.
Did he play? Or is he just bringing it all together?
Nah, he's just putting it. He's just making the bank, dog.
But some of them, but it's 7-on-7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7-on-7, and then it's two 20-minute halves, right?
Yeah.
Then after that, they go what's called target time. So pretty much whatever the score is, right? So say it ends 2-0, right? Then the target score becomes 3. So that gives the advantage to the team that had the most goals during those first 40 minutes. And then the first team to 3 wins it, right? If it's 2-0, right? So I mean, it's pretty interesting. And then after every 3 minutes, a player comes off of each team till they get to that target score. So it's pretty interesting. It's fun. It's vibrant. I mean, one team was down 4-0, and in target time they came back 5-4, which was nuts. So
yeah. Coach, man, I think you can catch it on YouTube, man. All the games are streamed on YouTube, so that's where I think you can watch it, right?
Yeah, ESPN Plus played a couple of games, and then TST.com, they had all the games live.
Yeah. What you saying, JT?
I was just wondering. This is the second year they've done it.
Yeah. It looked a lot more sort of
lots of people
organized.
We'll hang out. We'll have a good time.
Yes.
It was slightly more organized, and also it was it's cool because we were there last year. Manny and I kind of had an expectation of how it went down, but it was pretty funny seeing new people being overwhelmed with everything that's going on. Even team like Aguero's team, I don't think he really took it serious, or he didn't realize the level of competition that they were gonna face because they got eliminated really quick.
Isn't there $1 million prize or something?
The winner, one of the winners was a futsal team, La Bombonera. They played against Nani's team at the end, and I mean they won $1 million, right? And then the U.S. women's team won the women's side, so they got $1 million.
Hold on, the U.S. women's national team put 7 people together to play against the other women?
There was like 7 other teams. Yeah.
Hold on, how can the women's national team?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of retired players. It's not like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get you. They were like, I got it.
Yeah. No, it sounds like it was a good time to be had, man. But yeah, back to Charlotte FC. Played DC United this week, man. You know, we're sort of on this little streak. I mean, we keep getting managers fired, right? Every time they play us, man. I mean, Atlanta, they fired their coach after our game. And, you know, I think Orlando's kind of struggling this, you know, that's coming up on Wednesday. So, DC, man, what do we think about DC United coming to town? We sort of struggle against DC overall if you look at our record, right? I don't remember exactly what it is, but, you know, again, we do sort of struggle to beat DC United for whatever reason. But, yeah, they're coming into town. We've been undefeated. We had a couple of clean sheets. We did all that shit through May that needed to be done. I mean, the question is did the time off hinder us or does it help us?
Yeah, so I kind of back our team against anybody at the bank, right? Going away is a totally different story. So having that 12th man is important, right? I also think that week, which you mentioned, is good for players like Patrick Ajiman. Like, you could tell, like, the guy's tired. Like, he's playing in and out. He's the only striker. He had to play. He was a doubt right up until the end. Dean threw him in, played him the whole 90, right? So he's rested up. He's probably ready to go, firing in all cylinders, right? And we're playing a team that hasn't won in like 5 matches. I think their last win came against Atlanta away as well, right? So, I mean, right now is a great opportunity for Charlotte to continue to solidify themselves in that 5th position, right? So, the great thing also is, you know, Liel Abada, right? He's getting into the groove of things, right? And so he's a guy now that we see that can be, okay, he can be a difference maker in that forward line because he has the ability and talent to do so.
Yeah, no, and you know, the odd makers are giving us a 46% win probability there, and you know, I mean, Benteke is going to play, right? I mean, he's not off anywhere, and it's going to be interesting to see how Malanda and Privet handle him this weekend.
Yeah, a pure 9 like him who's been cooking in MLS as well.
Yeah, yeah, that was a good move for him, right? So yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
Magic,
what's that?
It's the Liverpool magic in him.
Yeah, it's funny. I was going to send you this TikTok today about. Anyways, I'll send it to you later about Liverpool fans walk alone, all this stuff. It was funny, but yeah. So I don't know. Score predictions, man. What do you think score predictions going to be, Jorge?
For that game, I'm going 3-1. Charlotte FC, maybe.
2 scores, man.
I said it yesterday and I forgot. I think I said a Malanda goal. Who else? Abada.
A Westwood banger, man.
Yeah, Malanda, Abada, and Pat.
There you go. JT, man, what do you think of this score is going to be Saturday?
I'm going to say 2-1 us. Malanda and Bronico.
What?
Nico, nice.
He's so scrappy, and he's coming on, man. He's got the energy for being out earlier.
Yeah,
and he's putting himself in great positions. I'm just feeling it.
So just to throw that out there. So we played these guys 5 times, right? And Charlotte's won twice. They've won twice, and we draw once. So for some reason, I felt
that draw had to be in Charlotte, right? Because I can't remember last time I went to DC and won.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You know.
Yeah, it was a draw last season. Draw FC.
I don't think we've ever won up there. That's for sure, right? Yeah. So you know how.
And I believe DC's our last game of the season this year too.
That I'm not sure. I could tell you,
but I think it might be.
Is it away too? That might be a good one to go visit, man. That's right. Well, flight, I guess, maybe. But yeah, so I think 2-1-2, man. I think it's gonna be a Bada and a Westwood banger. He's overdue for a banger, man. He's overdue. So
you're not doing your thing, your bit, your
on us.
Yeah, you're not doing that anymore.
Change that up in Atlanta, man.
Okay, all right. Hey, I just want to know.
Once I changed it up, man, we started going. We won 3-1.
Yeah, so, there you go. You're right. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
on the record.
That's it. That's it. So 3-1 Charlotte. There we go. Scores how many extra minutes? I don't know, man. All I want is the 3 points. I don't care how the hell we get it, as long as we get it.
We've only got like 3. It's so crazy because May was so chock full of games. But we've only got like 3 home games, and 2 of them back to back until the beginning of August, right? We've got these Sunday or Saturday, Wednesday, and then one more. When is that one? And then
July 3rd against Miami.
Yeah, July. Hey, it's my birthday. We're gonna party.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's up. So yeah, and our friend Scotty will be in town too, so we need to help him out get a ticket.
Nice. Yeah.
But yeah, man. So yeah, like you said, this is going to be an interesting stretch for us, right? I mean, the next 2 games I think are clutch for us to get 6 points. I mean, we're at home. And then we're playing DC United in Orlando. I don't see why we can't get those 6 points, right?
Yeah, definitely. Those are 2 games that should be winnable for Charlotte right now.
And I mean, Philly, are they there for the taking?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. But as much as I back Charlotte at home, I don't back us away, dog.
Yeah. No,
we've had 2 positive results with Chicago and Atlanta.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, if there's an opportunity to beat Philly, it's right now. I mean, they're going to be missing a guy like Gazdag, right? So I think playmaker like him, right? So, I mean, and Philly hasn't been doing great this season. So
no, they're not, man. They're sitting they're starting to come up, man. They're sitting 8th right now. So,
yeah, for sure. But I mean, like, Philly's one of those teams that I like back that say, okay, like even if they're not doing well, it's a team that can beat you.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so man, and then I think after that, we're away to Cincinnati. Well, we got a couple more games, but shit. 1, 2, 3. I think we get 3 road games after that Miami game, and so it's going to be pretty intense.
And we're right now, it's a true half point, right?
Anyway, I'm sorry. I think I misread this. We play Columbus. We play Philly in the League's Cup, so not the actual league. So, yes, that would be that's still there for the taking.
And the League's Cup is only between Canadian, United States, and
that's where the Mexican teams come in as well.
Yeah, in the Mexican.
We play them June 22nd in the league, Philly, Charlotte.
What month are we in?
We're in June, dog.
Where are we, man?
I wrote down July 27th. I thought I'd scrolled too far. Anyway, you're right. We were right. Scratch that. We'll cut that out. So
cut that.
Yeah. But So I mean, Michael says he thinks having to break out the line will help us from having a letdown game. I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm all about momentum, but we'll see.
I think right now, sitting in 5th, we have enough to where if it gets brutal for us, right, we're still in 7th or 8th. With wins against teams like DC and Orlando, we really solidify ourselves as like, okay, like, irregardless of how difficult the end of the season is, we're going to be fighting for 5, 6, and 7, right? Which I think is very important because that allots us a home game, right? Versus if we finish 9th like we did last year, we'd have to travel somewhere.
Yeah, fair. But I mean, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. We're in the middle in the mix of things. It's the second half of the season, man. It's like it's really going to come down to what happens in this window.
With being 5th right now, with the squad, with not having a DP for a lot of games, for the Enzo drama, for our strikers, our top goal scorers have 3 goals each. I mean, it's what Dean has done with this squad has been like phenomenal. I mean, if you're like, who was it? Matt Doyle gave Charlotte an A-, right?
Yeah.
He does deserve that A-. To me, Dean Smith deserves an A+, bro. I mean, like,
without being,
he doesn't go to the media and moans about who he's missing or what. He just gets on with it. Next man up.
Yeah. So, I mean, right now, would you say that Dino's the coach of the year?
It's too early to tell, bro.
I just said up to right now.
No.
All right. Whatever.
I love just the boy, like the fatherly figure of Dino and how the boys just love playing for him. And it's just, and he's never going to take any of the glory for himself. And he's so calm and cool. And I love it, man.
Yeah, for sure. And then Orlando, man, Wednesday. I'm looking forward to the Wednesday game too, man. Wednesday sort of hit different, right? It's a little different for the tailgate. We're not out
It
there.
is a little different.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love them. I mean, yeah, it's great too in the
Breaks
summertime.
up the week too.
Yeah, it's just hanging out, man. It's
Yeah.
a little more casual. It's fun. It's cool like that.
Yeah, that's it. So, what do you think? We beat Orlando too? I think so. I think we beat them 3-0.
Orlando.
Yeah.
Your
I think
English
we-
accent sounds like Atlanta and Orlando sound the same.
I think they get a draw here, dog.
You think so?
Yeah, I think a 1-1.
We struggle against Orlando, don't we, man?
Yeah, I just think the back-to-back games, 3 games in 7 days,
Yeah,
So
well,
even this weekend, I honestly feel like both teams will start a little bit lethargic.
well, I think that's just because they're off riding roller coasters and everything else they do when on their break. Right. So, but yeah, I mean, sorry, I was just looking up the Orlando record real quick.
Edward, how would he? I just gave him an A+. If he
Yeah.
blocks me after giving him an A+.
So,
Hey,
yeah.
listen, Miguel blocked me, so I'm on his not so bad side anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, you did, Jorge. You called that 1-1 us, man, against Orlando. So I hear you. No, I think we're gonna spank them, man. I think we're gonna feel really good coming out, man. We're at home. 4 points though out of the 2 won't be a bad result. I just really hope we beat DC because I think that's going to be huge for the Orlando game Wednesday.
Yeah,
So,
appreciate it,
Yeah,
Coach.
it's going to be real interesting to see how they come out because what great momentum coming into the break.
You know what is
Yeah.
going to be really interesting? That fire minty shirt that they're going to be giving away.
Talk to that. Hold on. Yes, that was a good
That's
segment.
the first thing he starred.
So yeah, about the giveaway. So coach is telling us they are all in Excel. That's what I hear too. So please be considered. Yes. So if you're watching this, man, don't be one of those folks that ends up with like 17 shirts because I think these are very limited, man. So
And
let's let everybody get one.
They're made out of Dior, I heard.
They're made out of what?
They're
Dior.
the Dior collection.
Oh, okay.
Mitchell
Yeah.
Shore. Hey,
Yeah.
I was gonna say though, they've gotten a lot better as far as the people handing out, making sure that people only get one thing at a time. Which kudos to the staff on that. And to your point though, I feel like see extra large. That's my size.
That's my
And
size.
I wonder how it works for everyone else.
I
Everyone
knew
else got
cookout shirt, man.
sleek shirts and shit like that. I mean,
Yeah.
better too big than too small, I guess, but because you can still wear it. But it's like, damn, people are gonna be like, why is it always gotta be extra large? But obviously, it'd be way too hard to have a bunch of different sizes and trying to hand those out to people as they're coming in. And
Yeah, I don't know, man, but I think those are going to be a hot thing this summer for sure. But I'm all for it, man.
that's this Saturday night, right?
Yeah. This Saturday.
Yeah.
So yeah. So again, please, if you're watching this, just grab your one and let everybody else get theirs as well because they're very limited, is my understanding. So, anyways, and then is Messi playing July 3rd? I don't think so. He's going to be off with Argentina.
Yeah, they'll be in Copa America. He's not playing.
Yeah.
Suarez at that. Rojas also will be missing. So they're missing quite a few players. I think as of now, I thought Leo Campana would have gotten called up by Ecuador, but he didn't make that Copa America roster.
Yeah.
And so, but I mean, he could potentially I think I read somewhere that one of their strikers got injured and he could potentially be called up. So don't quote me on that just yet. But I mean, that would be good for us, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be those random average fans that never watch and come to Miami game and be like, "Where's Messi?"
Yeah, I know. I just sold my tickets earlier in the season and then bought them cheap once they announced that Messi was still going
right.
to come back or something. But yeah, anyways. So I mean, I feel like we covered all the topics. What are we missing, JT or Jorge? What else do we need to talk about?
What are we
Let's
missing?
pick a number, man. Pick a number.
I don't know. Since the weekend, I'm going to go for the 15. Since
we've already done 15. Pick another number.
2.
We've already done 2. Pick another number.
Oh my God, 3.
Hey Jorge, did you get any tips about what the players did on their break? Did you know any of them doing anything interesting?
I mean, I saw a lot of based on IG stories. I think Kalina was in the Bahamas.
Yeah, those boys are living large, man.
Yeah, I saw Joao Pedro at like Disney World, I think. So
Yeah.
it was cool, man. Like they got a couple of days off, take the break, right? And that's one of the things, right? That Swiderski, not to bring him back up again, but I do, right? During these periods where the players got rest, he had to go and play for teams like Poland, and he would still come here and deliver for us. So I'm just saying.
What are you saying, Jorge? You would take him back?
All day. All day.
Come on back, man. We'll take care of you, man. It's like that high school breakup, man. It's like grass is greener, but it's not. So just come back on home. But yeah.
Come on back.
So Defending Queen says 13, JT.
We've already done 13. Pick another one.
Jeez. Jorge, you pick a number. I'm tired of picking the same numbers, though.
All right, how about between 4 and 11? Between 4 and 11.
11 for Swiderski.
Hey.
I thought about this because Atlanta, Georgia's real close to South Carolina. We got a lot of South Carolina fans. I wonder, are there any Atlanta fans from South Carolina that have turned to Charlotte FC fans now?
All of the Carolinas are Charlotte FC fans, man.
A lot of them. I've met at least 5 or 6.
A lot of them.
I just wonder, like, once we got a team,
5 or 6.
I never thought about it. And at the game,
well, I'm saying these are just the people I've met in person.
At the game, I guess, did the South Carolina CLTFC fans show up the most? I mean, was like Southbound and Crown the most represented, or?
No, it was a good mix, man. I mean, again, right? I mean, the club bust everybody down. So
2,000 people. That's crazy.
Yeah, obviously Charlotte made it easier for everybody, to travel, right? I don't think 2,000 would have showed up without that help.
Oh,
but I know a good amount of people would have went.
On a Sunday, not on a Sunday at least, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to have to drive back, and I was hard on the bus. But yeah, no, I say the same, man. I think again, kudos to the club.
Yeah,
for doing
kudos to Charlotte, Joe, and all those guys that made that happen.
Yeah, I wish they had that. The only thing though I wish for is that they had some Bojangles on the bus for us on the ride down there, man. A biscuit or two would have been good.
Oh yeah.
Just man. If y'all gonna sponsor, maybe sponsor's gonna sponsor. What's that?
Gonna get them big old bags, the tailgate bags.
Chicken on the ride back, man. Shit.
Open up the box and just passing out biscuits. Biscuits for everybody. You get sausage. You get bacon, egg, and cheese. You get only egg.
Yeah, man, that's it, man. Next year we're taking more and more, man. We're gonna show it, man. We're gonna show it.
The fact that
no scones here, no scones.
One of their fans had to be like, "Hey, supporter section in Atlanta, y'all need to be louder because all we hear is Charlotte FC fans."
Man, shit. You saw their Facebook page or Reddit or something, man. Their fans were like, "Man, Charlotte showed up." I might actually go back and watch that game after this
and
show.
all the stupid ass Burger King crowns, man.
Man, this is.
Hey, JT came in hot today, boy. That's why he's taking cold medicine.
Emergency, man. Yeah, Bojangles, when y'all gonna have a Charlotte box like you got the Panther box, man?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Real, dog.
Yeah, man. We need to be in the idea department, man, for some of these sponsors.
Hey, man, we are in the idea department, man.
Yeah, but this shit for free. We need a consulting fee, man. Yeah. What else are you? Any topics you guys out there want to talk about, man? Just drop it in the chat. We'll try to hit it all on, and yeah. So yeah, what else? What else are we missing? Any rumors you got, Jorge, man, that was coming to Charlotte on July 1st?
Yeah, I would say expect something here in the next 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, you want to give it other than Tim? You want to give us another name?
Yeah, Reem.
Fair enough. Yes.
It's very early. I mean, it's kind of early. I'll just say that, but
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah. We'll be excited.
Hey, do we have any players in card trouble? That was number 9.
Card trouble?
Card trouble. Like
you're talking about like someone reading their tarot cards?
No, he's talking about like if you got too many yellows and about to get a red. I think Westwood had one redeemed or something. So yeah. But
I don't know how the crazy shit works.
Yeah. Who you guys think is going to win the Euros?
Viva la France!
I don't see France
Bro,
doing
they're
it.
stacked, dog. They still
I
got
don't see them doing it. They look terrible against Canada the other night.
I say France Junior.
Yeah, but you know what? Pragmatic
Belgium's
ball
gonna win
wins.
it.
Pragmatic
No,
ball
not
won.
Germany, man. Germany's not going to win it.
You know,
France, I don't see France
that
winning
Portugal team with
Belgium.
Ronaldo that won the Euros as well. Very pragmatic, you know.
it. You did too. You did too. Your friend's got long arms or something. I don't know what was being said around
Hey, yo.
But no, I think you know, even though I put money on my homeland winning it, I really don't think
you can't even beat Iceland, dog.
Oh, we make a tournament though. We make a tournament. You know, which country are you supporting, Jorge, man?
The one that wins it.
Fair enough. That's true. That's why he's got all those flags hanging outside of his his bedroom window, man.
Yes, sir. If it's France, Spain.
Yeah. No, I would love for England to win it, man, for once, for sure, to win something in my life. I just want one of my teams. Yeah, and you know, definitely.
What would you rather see this season, Lee? I got a question for you. MLS Cup by Charlotte FC or England win the Euros?
Charlotte FC.
Dang, for real?
Yeah, shit. Man, England ain't winning it. Right? I would definitely much rather one of my club teams win over my country for sure.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, in your face, you Miami loving. Anyways.
In your face.
Yeah, in your face. Yes. No, Charlotte FC, man. I'm all in for Charlotte, man. I just want one of my teams to win something one time in my lifetime.
We will, Lee.
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
Gotta have faith.
Gotta have faith. Anyways. All right, man. So yeah, what else we got? What else we got here? Germany wins the Euros and Charlotte wins the MLS Cup. I'll call it right now. Nope, don't see that happening. Yes, I'll be all in. Yes, I'm all in, man. All in. And then USA to win Copa America too. So, all right. Jorge, anything you want to touch on? JT, anything you want to touch on, man?
No,
hey, I'm
excited to be back at the bank this weekend, you know.
Me too.
100%.
I got a hot take. I'm gonna end it with a hot take. I want the person singing the anthem to be able to keep singing, but just to have the mic a little farther away.
No.
They all have such great voices.
Get
out of here.
Right now. You're sick right now.
That emergency, man, has gone way too far, man. You just need to go to bed, man.
I'm just gonna take a hit of that big
boy. Edward is terrible.
I take it all back. I take it all back.
Hey, seriously though, man, was that wasn't the new Miami mascot that was floating around, was it?
I mean, I didn't do enough research, but I just clowned it when I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it, man. It was like, what the hell? That thing looked like want to be on a horror movie or something, man.
For real, dude. They try to scare people.
Terrible.
You know, Messi brings so many people to the stadium and to watch him that they want to scare people away now.
Yeah. So, man, I don't know, man. But to that anthem thing, no, JT. I mean, it's day one. It's our tradition, man. And you know, was it last week? What the last home game we had? They kept singing. I think they ended up having to cut the mic or something. I don't know.
When it's in the stadium, it all gets off.
Yeah, JT. I'm telling you, man. JT's sick in the head for sure this week, man. So there we go. All right, it's 60 minutes is up, man. I feel like CBS, man. We could go into the extra 60 minutes, but Jorge, man, where can people find you, man? And tell us about your podcast that's dropping tomorrow.
Yeah, you can find us at Topbin90 on all socials. Obviously our website, we put out a lot of content. So we've got a couple of really good articles coming out with Brian kind of heading that. And our podcast drops tomorrow. Lee was on it. Brian, Emmanuel as well, because he was at TST with me. So anytime we get in that studio, we have a good time, don't we?
Yeah, it was a good time. That shit went quick, man. You need to rent it out for 2 hours next time.
Hey, where the fuck is my invite?
You were sick. You were sick.
Yeah,
well,
I can't have you.
Get me here someday.
I can't have you contaminate our people.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
Yeah. So if you're new to the show, hit the sub button for us. If you're not, thank you again for always joining in, man. Y'all are some really awesome people, man. And find us at the after the games outside the supporters entrance, at the tailgates, in the media boxes. Again, Tuesday nights. And where else? I feel like we're missing all the socials at CLTFC Fan TV. And
For the fans, by the fans. Damn it.